Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your soulmate cycle connection reading. What is the runner thinking and feeling? We're just going to look into what is going on there. So this is for those of you who identify with a soulmate cycle. Some people call it twin flame, divine union, whatever it may be. There's typically a runner and chaser dynamic here. I've just started the study of this, so I'm going to be putting more videos out just to see from my side of things. I'd really like to look at what this cycle is all about. So I just started that earlier in the month, and so we're just going to roll with it to see where we are in our positions. Everybody's at different time frames, timelines, as far as how things go. So take what resonates with you. If you have found my channel, if you found this reading, there's something in it for you. So even if it's just one nugget of information, then I've done my job, right? To offer you the information that is needed. And I'm just curious personally. I've been watching other people's studies of the soulmate cycle, and now I wanted to see where it is for both myself and those who will who resonate in my field, right? But before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you for donations, tips, those who have sent me snail mail, so grateful. And thank you for commenting. Remember, where two or more are gathered, there I am with you. And that is speaking of source energy, okay? The I am is with us, and it makes us get our goals and outcomes exponentially faster when we tune in to a grid of people who are also of the light, right? So it's physics. So thank you guys for commenting. That is building a beautiful community here. For those who would like a private reading or a mentorship with me, that's in the description box below, as well as I do a every month a contest or a drawing for a free 30-minute session with me personally. Free to enter, free to win. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to do that, as some are here just for the messages. So let's get to it. Soulmate cycle. So I just did the pre-shuffle off camera, and so we're going to look into that. It probably took about 5 to 10 minutes to do this pre-shuffle. It was like, I just felt like I was asking how the runner is thinking and feeling, not just about you, but where they are in their experience. And I kept hearing that song, we go round and round and round. So it's like this round and round in their head, and then the cards back me up, okay? So it's like, even with you, it's like this process, round and round and round. Like, it's like they're showing me like picking the flower. He loves me not. You know, she loves me not. And this back and forth kind of energy. And we'll see if they get off the wheel, but it's like, felt like a hamster wheel, and I felt really exhausted. It also feels like your runner is being shaken up at this time. It's like what Spirit showed me is like the cards being shuffled around, and like that being parts of your runner, right? So it's like they're being reoriented and shuffled around. So some things have been coming up that, you know, they've been in this kind of energy, both of pride and of hermiting, you know, wanting to speak but not, and they're being tousled up a bit right now, okay? So here's the pre-shuffle. We have 8 of Wands, okay? That's crossed by 4 of Cups. So again, it's that round and round energy. They want to come forward and communicate with you. They may have given you a little bit of communication for some of you, all right? But they're really stuck in the past energies. They're really, really up in their head, okay? So though they want to come forward, we're going to look into later what the likely possible outcome or possible action is. Okay, people have their free will choices. I can't predict what people are going to choose. We can just look at, from the universal standpoint, the likely action. Now with this, it's like they're in their head. They're wanting to come forward and talk to you. Now, not only are they in their head, but they're being indecisive, okay? So they're choosing to stay a little bit stuck. Now, here's how they see you, okay? This Two of Swords is crossed by the Ten of Cups. Now, Ten of Cups, yes, they love you. Yes, they think that you're beautiful, but Ten of Cups can be fantasy land, right? So they have these feelings for you, no doubt, okay? But they're being very indecisive and blinded by it. And what they're blinded by is this past reaction. There's a fear here that I'm getting off of this card of rejection, that they're not seeing that the way has opened for you guys to make things new, but they're not looking at it yet. Notice how she's looking out here at the cups that have already dropped. Now, inside, we have the King of Cups, okay? So they definitely are loving you, thinking about you, but you got to think King of Cups here doesn't always say how they feel. That being said, it's being crossed by judgment. So I do feel like your person, your runner, is having this spiritual epiphany. Judgment says that spirit has now taken over, okay? Like I said earlier, they're being shuffled around. The things that aren't supposed to be there, the things that no longer serve, universe has stepped in. This is spirit stepping in and saying, we're going to reshuffle some things, all right? You're going to have this awakening. You're going to have this aha. Now, this judgment card does speak of reunion, second chances, that kind of thing. We're going to look farther into the reading to see, because I'm feeling a little bit of like want to, but haven't had action yet, right? So on their part, they want to come forward, but it's like they're in the process of this spiritual awakening, because that's the last card of the pre-shuffle. So they're in the process of the spiritual awakening, but they're not quite there with it yet, okay? So this lets me know kind of the energy that's going in. They're in this this back and forth in their mind, okay? And there is a desire to communicate. We're going to look and see how that rolls, how that happens. I'm using the Light Seers deck for the initial, and then I'm going to be using the Naked Heart Tarot to clarify. Okay, let's get to it. All right, what's the energy of the connection, universe? Let's get a reading. Let's get the shuffle going on here. How the runner's thinking and feeling about my viewers here. Now, typically I read for the Divine Feminine because that's mostly who watches the channel. So just take it as it resonates. It does not have to be feminine. You don't have to be the feminine. But that's typically, the runners in this cycle tend to be the Divine Masculine right now. So just take the energies how it resonates. It can be vice versa. Okay, we're looking at the runner here. Getting our shuffle on. Yeah, the energy of the connection. It's so interesting. What they just showed me is like a dog on a leash, right? But it's like that energy of wanting to be free and also wanting to be domesticated at the same time. So I feel this feeling in your runner that they're split because there's an element of once they commit to you and once they come back in, they're going to be on the leash, but they kind of want to be on the leash, if that makes sense. But they're like, they don't want to give up their freedom, not realizing that they don't have to give up their freedom by being with you. It actually would open the door to be more free, but they're in their head about it. It's like they've got this something in their ear. But let's look. What's the energy of the connection for my group here for this soulmate cycle? What's the energy of the connection between the runner and our viewers? All right, lots of shuffling. Like I said, it's like crazy. Like, tell me when to stop, universe. Stop. Okay. Energy of the connection. Okay, Ace of Wands. The reading will be on the flip. So bottom card, which will be the crossing card, of the flip is Ace of Wands. So this is communication. This is a desire for new beginning. Okay. On the flip, what's the energy of the connection, universe? Four of Pentacles. Okay, because I was like, it's a desire, but I can't say that it's coming in. So Four of Pentacles is the miser of the tarot. We have the runner, so the separation's already there. They are holding their energy way back right now, and the energy of your connection may be that you haven't had any kind of communication in a while, or the energy is way pulled in. All right, because I feel like with y'all, with your runner, like they feel like they're out in the desert and they're kind of outside the community. They may be focused on their pentacles at this time and building a little bit of a foundation. I feel like what they're doing, the energy of this is, and the energy of the connection is like that they have separated. They're focusing, they're holding to their heart pentacles, right? And so they're wanting to, what Spirit's saying is it's a distraction, right? So they're wanting to get their safety and security, but they're too focused on the pentacles, but they're thinking about coming back to you. Like this particular community and things was, how we'll say it, home, right? Because the energy crossing it is this Ace of Wands, all right? So you've got Four of Pentacles and you have this Ace of Wands crossing. They want to start something back up again. Now, they haven't made any movement yet. So the energy of the connection is that you guys absolutely still have a spark, as does your runner. Okay? But we're going to look a little deeper into it. Four of Pentacles here. Why is this Four of Pentacles here? On the flip, the Devil. I knew I could feel this. Okay? I had a feeling the Devil was going to come out because there's just this energy of really desiring to communicate with you, to start things up again with you. Your runner's feeling it, but they are dealing with their BS. They got a devil in their ear. And I'm glad this came out first and foremost, okay? Because it lets us know that this devil energy is trying to really get in their head, okay? It does feel like your person is tying up some loose ends, but it's like I feel for them because their head is, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? If I do this, I don't know if I'm good enough, okay? So the energy I'm getting off your runner is that they're feeling like they're not good enough for you, that you're at a higher level than they are. They have an absolute desire, okay, to come forward to you, but they're dealing in this devil energy. And devil energy can be obsession, okay? They are thinking about you all the time. Are they communicating with you? Not exactly, right? So this is the energy of the connection. They're worried a little bit about like toxicity, like have I grown enough? Like, can I come forward to my divine feminine, to you know, you guys, they're really having a bit of a tough time with this, okay? I knew that energy was there because I'm like, why is there all this desire in this love? But it's like the mind is being, well, let's just look further into it. Why is this devil energy here? Ace of Swords, yeah. So they absolutely want to communicate new beginning here. Spirit's working with them, okay? So the energy of this connection, the other thing Spirit's saying is like, you guys may have really woken each other up and they're dealing with the bits and pieces that while you were in connection with each other before they ran, they're dealing with the toxicity that came up. I feel like y'all triggered in each other a lot of things to be cleared. And there's nothing bad with that. It's just what it is, okay? And they're doing it. This card is called the card of the Magi as well. So they're in a learning process. Spirit has got them. Now, it does indicate with this energy of this connection that you guys are communicating. It may be mind to mind at this time. Again, I can't say with full confidence that they're actually going to that they're actually going to communicate with you. We'll look later on the likely action, but I feel like they're communicating with you energetically. They keep coming back around to you. They know that you're the person for them, but their energy and the energy of this connection is they're dealing with this devil energy. They want to communicate. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. They want a new beginning with you. They want to communicate, but they're really being held back at this time. So their energy is a little bit, they haven't quite yet gained the confidence or the security in this connection to come forward, okay? But the desire is there. The want to communicate, the want to create something new is there. So we're going to just look a little further into this. We're going to look at, so that's the energy of the connection. Y'all both want it, but there's some devil energy that's happening here, okay? What's going on in the 3D? We're going to look at the 3D, the soul, messages from the universe, and then we're going to look at the likely potential outcome. Okay, so we're going to little in depth with this here. What's the 3D? I'm really feeling for them. I've got a lot of compassion for your runner, for you as well, but for you guys, Divine Feminine, I feel like you're handling it well. I feel like you're moving into your power more and more each day. And it's like, but they're the ones that are kind of on the survival mode and on the, they're the ones that ran, right? So they got a little bit of a different thing going on. So I feel for them. Because I feel like they're a bit in survival mode as well, where you're moving into thriving if you're not already thriving, okay? Let's see, yeah. All right, well, what's going on in the 3D here? How's the runner thinking and feeling? What's the 3D expression? Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so that'll be crossing our first card out, okay? Ace of Pentacles here, bottom card. So they are, they're slow with it, okay? But in the 3D, you know, there's energy coming towards you. I do feel like with this particular energy, normally it's an offer of some sort. It's slow to grow. I do feel like some of you may have had some communication, like a little bit, nothing of substance in the recent past here, because in this 3D it's saying, okay, I want to offer you something, but it's something that they want to grow, but this is slow energy, okay? So I feel like, again, I'm getting the word desire. So desire doesn't talk about action. Now, all of these aces that y'all are getting, there's new beginnings coming in, all right? But they're being really slow about it. This is like, this energy is a slow burn. So y'all, this might have been a very slow burn with this connection. Some of you may not have even been physical yet, okay, with this person. It's like, what I'm feeling like is it hasn't gotten all the way off the ground yet, but there's so much love already here. And so, and the other part is I really feel like they're trying to build their money. They're a little too focused on the pentacles. But let's just look, what is the 3D? Ace of Wands again. Covered by the Ace of Pentacles. Crossing it. I mean, the 3D is, if they haven't communicated yet, I feel like they're going to, okay? I can't guarantee it, but it feels like they want this new beginning with you, all right? Let's find out. Why is this Ace of Wands here in the 3D? King of Swords. King of Swords is trying to master themselves in their environment. So if they've communicated with you, they've communicated kind of logically, bluntly, or if they are about to communicate with you in the 3D, it's that. I feel like your person in the 3D in this moment is trying to master themselves and their environment. They're taking a logical approach, okay? I noticed there hasn't been too many cups that have showed up yet. Doesn't mean they won't show up, right? But they are trying to master themselves in some way. They would like a new beginning with you. They want to communicate with you. If they have just communicated with you, you may have felt, because I'm feeling from my divine feminine side, like, well, that didn't have much substance, right? So for those that have already been communicated with, it's like, well, I'm glad they came on back in, because we're in Mercury retrograde right now and a bunch of planets retrograde. So they may have communicated with you recently, because I'm feeling like it's like a 50-50 split right now. So some of you have heard from your runner, some haven't. Okay. But it's like split right down the middle. And for those of you who have heard from them, I feel like this element of disappointment a little bit, like, well, that didn't really say much, but they just needed to connect with your energy, because they're not in a place yet. You know, they're trying to master themselves. So in the 3D world, they are maturing. Okay, even if you haven't heard from them, they're connecting with you. What Spirit's saying is they are maturing. They are working on communicating with you. They are working on building themselves so that they can open something up with you. I feel like with this energy that they're taking a strong responsibility, because they've had time to think. They've been in the energy of disappointment, and like Spirit shuffling them around and, well, honestly putting them through their licks is causing them to show up in a very, very different way, which is great. All right, let's go to, why is the King of Swords here? 7 of Wands. Yeah. So they're contemplating, their communication may have been a little bit defensive. They're trying to find their way in, okay? Not just to you, but they're trying to find their way into themselves, okay? So though they want it in the 3D, they're really doing their best to come from a place of centeredness. They're trying to get their shit together is basically what Spirit's saying to me, okay? They're trying to get their shit together, and you are showing up like they're trying to be this wand that can get in and not pop your bubble in a bad way, okay? Because you're showing up as, you know what, all of this shit's going on around me, all of the things that has happened, I'm going to rest upon those positive learnings. And your person's like, can I just get in here just like a little bit? Can I get in? Okay? I don't want to disrupt my divine feminine's peace. I don't want to mess up her world, but I really want to get in here. Okay, so in the 3D, you're kind of coming through in this high priestess, empress, like warrior energy, and you're protecting your boundaries. And I'm really proud of you, because I feel like with your runner, that's the hardest one to actually have boundaries with. But you're really doing it, and it's making your runner have to step up, okay? So what this is telling me is that in the 3D, your runner is trying to mature, like I said, 50-50 down the middle here. Some of your runners have contacted you, and so just know they may have come at you a little swordsy, little blunt, little logical, okay? That being said, they're doing their best to kind of defend and guard themselves so that they can start a new beginning with you. But they really, the energy that I'm getting is they don't want to fuck up your peace. They don't, excuse my French, all right? But like, they don't want to mess up you or burden you with their problems, okay? So it's a sweet energy, but it's also one that it's like, well, that's an excuse, right? We're a team. We can work this out together, right? So it's a little bit of a cop-out, but they want you to know where they're coming from, right? It's like they're wanting to mature and level up. They feel like they have to come at you different than before, and they do. It's like they chose to leave. They chose to be the one that ran. And so you've been working on yourself, doing your own thing, getting your zen on, okay? And they can't come to you and disrupt your peace, and you're holding your boundary. But they are trying, okay, in the 3D. So whatever those communications are, no need to be disappointed. You stay in your peace, because they are working on it. Let's look at the soul. What's the energy going on for your runner in the soul? Ooh. What's the energy there? Energy of the soul for the runner. Where are they at? Wow. Okay, Queen of Cups is going to be the crossing energy. Queen of Cups, I love to see this in the soul because it's the most love you can have in the deck, okay? This is absolute love. This is absolute outpouring. They know who they are and where they are in the soul. They're a very, very loving heart on your runner, okay? I love this. Let's look a little further and see, because I feel like a little wobbly. But what's the energy of the soul for the runner? The Chariot. Okay, victory and change. Communication. Excellent. I love this card in the soul. Their soul is saying, we are moving into love. The Chariot crossed by Queen of Cups. That is beautiful energy, y'all. Your person's leveling up. And what Spirit is saying is that your person's leveling up because you've leveled up. So there has been some sort of major change, they're saying, in the last like week to 2 weeks. Okay? And they're saying like you've passed a lesson and passed a test. Both of y'all have. All right? So there's massive change that's happening in the soul. Okay? They're starting to connect in to who they are and where they are, what they are. They're balancing themselves, okay? What else? Why is this Chariot here? Strength. I love to see this in the soul. They have the strength, okay? So even though they've been weeble wobbling outside, they have the strength in their soul for the forward movement. This is coming from your person's soul in this soulmate cycle, is saying, you got to get a move on. This is victory. This is you standing in your strength. This is you taming that damn devil energy, taming that beast inside you. The soul saying, we're not playing that game anymore, okay? We're not playing the game of holding back and surrendering to that devil energy. We're not going to do it anymore. This is beautiful energy, you guys. I'm getting really excited. I feel like my vital energy is like really pumping up as I'm feeling into your runner's soul, because it's like they're starting to feel who they are, okay? And their soul is the one prompting them. Their soul's like, get out there, okay? No more of this BS. Like, this is a time for transformation. Why is the Strength card here? Seven of Swords, okay. Don't love Seven of Swords in the soul necessarily, but this just tells me it's a little bit hidden, okay? Secret. What is the secret? Let me find out from another deck. I just want to get a little bit of clarity on that Seven of Swords. The Sage. Okay. The Hermit here. All right, so your person's soul, okay, they have the secrets. They're a little bit hidden behind the scenes, all right? So their soul is saying, it's like, you have the strength to overcome this running. You have the strength to show the secrets. The other part of this is that your person's soul, as it pertains to your connection, they are more deeply in tune with their spiritual and soul side than you know. Okay, you already feel like they are, but it's way more than what you know. And I feel like that's part of the victory that they're having, is that they're going to surrender all of this sort of hidden self, okay? They're running away, all of that. They're going to surrender to spirit, to their own soul. It's saying they're having a victory and that they have the strength to overcome that. They've been really, your person has been kind of sneaky and hiding who they really are on a soul level from themselves, from you. Your person has a bright and beautiful soul, okay? Really strong energy here. But it's almost like the energy off that Seven of Swords is, I'm getting like this self-denial, okay? But these other energies, you have 3 major arcanas with that, okay? Like, they can't compete against their actual soul. Even if there's been doubt or self-sabotage or other things in the soul level, or kind of that secretiveness to themselves, I don't feel like your person knows how powerful they are, but they're starting to wake up to it. Their soul is making them wake up to the power of who they are and y'all's connection. So at a soul level, they're having a victory here. They're having a victory over that level. The soul's basically saying, you can't freaking hide anymore. Okay? We're done with that. The astrology's saying, look, we're moving into a whole new world here. So y'all got to get with it. All right? What's the universe's message here? Ooh. Wow. Okay. Before I even pull the cards about this connection, when I ask the universe, when you cough that much, it typically means there's an objection somewhere. Okay? So I feel like this is part of the denial that your person is moving through. There's been a denial within themselves of their soul pieces, but also a denial, like they keep trying to deny or object to this change. Because like I said earlier, the dog on the leash, they feel like they're going to lose their freedom in some way, when really it's opening the doors for freedom. Okay? So do understand that there's still an objection coming from your person. It does feel like it's that devil energy. All right? And that objection's not objecting to you. It's objecting to what they feel like they're going to lose. Or feeling like they have to sacrifice a part of themselves to be with you, when that's not what you're asking for, but that's what they feel like. Okay. Universe, what do you want to tell this group about their runner, how they feel? What do we need to know? What's your message? Okay. Now we got cards trying to fly out here. All right. Yeah, lots of hidden things wanting to show themselves, right? I feel like your person feels like they're a bit chaotic right now. And like stuff's just flying out. And some of the things that are flying out and away from them is things that they don't need anyway, right? It's things that no longer serve. But you know, it's like when you are letting go of control in some way, even if it's for your own good, it can be scary. That's the energy that I'm getting off them. It's like, it's not that they don't love or care about you. That's not at all. Like, they absolutely love and care about you. They're just having to get over themselves in a lot of ways. All right, universe message, here we go. 10 of Pentacles is the crossing card. This is my favorite card in the deck. This says that all of your emotional and physical resource needs are taken care of. But let's look, reading on the flip here. 2 of Wands, okay. 2 of Wands crossed by the 10 of Pentacles. Your person's in, universe wants you to know that your person is at that crossroads right now. They are really thinking about it. They may be at quite a distance from you at this time, and they're seeing the value in you. It's crossed by the 10 of Pentacles. I do feel like I said earlier, it feels like your person is really focused on the Pentacles, that they're trying to get their money straight so that they can come back to you. Okay, I don't know why there's such a focus there. Maybe they came to you when you met and they were broke, didn't have anything, lost their job due to the pandemic or other reasons, and just didn't feel like they were in their power financially. Or you make more money than them, or whatever it may be. It's like stupid kind of mundane reasons, but I feel like the basis of this is your person really wants to have a good foundation to help provide and work as a team, and they didn't feel like they could be at the same level as you. Okay, universally, it's letting us know that the energy in the now is that they are at a decision point. They are at a time where they need to make this decision. They are really looking at, how can I be with my person? Okay, how they can be with you and also be in this energy of abundance and all resources being taken care of. All right, why is this Two of Wands here? The Star. Beautiful. I love this energy. I feel like they do want, the universe is saying they do want to heal it with you. They recognize you, okay? They recognize like what the energy is between the two of you. There is healing that is processing right now, whether you're communicating or not. All right, this is big energy. It's saying we're going to work through those objections. The universe is saying, I'm going to work through the objections. Like, I feel like universe has your person on this leash and is like twirling them around, like shuffling out all of the bad, not bad, but denser energies, all the reasons, the excuses. I feel like there's been a lot of excuses with this of why not to move forward. And universe is saying, no, we're healing this right now. Okay, we're releasing those objections. Like, we got to get that frog out of your throat because it's time for you to speak up to each other, right? So universe has really got your person. So if you haven't communicated with them, it's because they're going through the ringer a little bit, but it's for the healing process. Why is this star here? The wheel. Man, beautiful. Universe is saying that this crossroads is happening, okay? This decision is happening. The healing's taking place. We have Wheel of Fortune. The wheel's turning for you and for your person. They want you to know that this Ten of Pentacles is coming in. Now, I do have an energy off these cards that you're not going to wait around forever, all right? So there is a bit of a sense of urgency with this particular universal thing. What they're saying is that universe is saying there is the path open for this healing, for this Wheel of Fortune to turn, for y'all to have this, okay? They still have their free will choice. Now, that being said, they have their free will choice, but we've got almost a major arcana. Okay, Ten of Pentacles to me is my favorite card in the deck, more so than the Ten of Cups, because it indicates that your emotions and your physical material world are taken care of. We have the Star and the Wheel. So this is saying universe is stepping in to heal this situation and to move it forward into a healing phase, okay? So even though there's some resistance and objections that have been coming up from your person, I'm feeling like universe is stepping in to bring this together. Okay, let's look at the likely actions from your person. I say the possible outcome, possible actions, because I can't guide free will, okay? But we can look at, given this trajectory, what are the possible actions from your person in the soulmate cycle. All right, we got what are their possible actions, possible outcome. Okay, it's a little chunky, all right? I'm like, they're like trying to make steps forward, but you know, it's like when you're on a staircase, but it's not like level or that's got holes in it. They're like trying to make jumps instead of going straight up the staircase, okay? Okay. All right, we have Three of Cups. A crossing. Okay, so Three Cups here. We got celebration, friendship, moving forward here. But let's look. There is a slight energy of a third energy. This could be a thought form, okay, but we're going to look further into it. All right, on the flip, what is the potential outcome here? The Fool. Okay, perfect. It feels like they want to, the potential outcome here is a new beginning with you. That leap into the void, it's being crossed by the Three of Cups. Three of Cups means celebration, friendship, love, community, all of the things. It can mean a third-party energy. I'm feeling that being If there's a third party physical energy, this feels more like their mind, like overcoming their objections within their self. But for those of you that there is a third party energy, or your soulmate cycle was already in a relationship, you know that they were already in a relationship, and this feels like their potential outcome here is that they're going to take the leap and move forward with you. But let's look here. What's the potential outcome? Why is the Fool here? Four of Cups. This is why I'm saying potential. They still have a little bit of, this was in our pre-shuffle, okay? So we knew that they were having this back and forth energy, all right? So though they want to move forward with you, there's still this kind of hold up, all right? Let's look at the Four of Cups energy. Why is this here? What's the potential outcome? King of Wands, all right. So I do feel like some of them will communicate with you and get over that. I feel like, again, we're at the potential. The potential here is they want to have the new beginning with you. But there is an element inside of them coming up as the King of Wands. King of Wands can be that pre-emperor energy, or an element of wanting things their way, okay? So I will say that for them, though universe is working on them and pushing them forward to start a new beginning with you, I do feel like that they're bucking up against the universe, okay? I do feel like they're still holding back. So in this particular occasion, they want the new beginning, okay? And in this particular time frame, it feels like they're still wanting to do things their way. So they're not completely open to the new beginning with you. It does feel like they're moving into that opening, because we have the rune here of opening and we have the rune of wholeness on his staff. Okay, that being said, this energy is still holding back some. So if they do start with you, that's where the objection part was. Okay, so on your side, Divine Feminine, let me look here. Yeah, on your side, you stand in your power, spiritually and otherwise, okay? You're still great, laughing, zen, all good. The Angel of Temperance is working behind the scenes for you, okay? So if they come back in and communicate with you, and I say if, because this feels like they're still resisting the call of the universe here. They want it, okay? We have desire, they want it, but there is resistance here. There is still the I want it my way, rather than coming through with how can we start this new beginning together in a way that fits both of us, right? That being said, there's some action here. There is some movement, but they are holding back. So some, like I said, we've got this 50-50 split. Some are being communicated with, but the advice from Spirit here is to stay in your zen, all right? And if they come in all squirrely kind, I want it my way, all logical and no heart, okay, wait it out. You don't have to say yes to them, all right? There is healing taking place. It does look like the Wheel of Fortune is changing. I'm just getting an energy off here of because they just showed me my French Bulldog when she digs her heels in and does the like hard stop, okay? It feels like your person's doing that. They're a little scared to leap. They still have a little bit to learn. Let me ask what this energy is off this King of Wands real quick. What's this energy off this King of Wands? The Sun. Okay, cool. And the Four of Cups, what's the energy off that? Eight of Pentacles. Okay, Four of Cups, when I clarify, we get the Eight of Pentacles, all right? They're working on it, okay? They're working on turning around to see this opening, but they're still too focused on their monies, all right? I feel like your person's working really hard, distracting themselves in a lot of ways. They're using the word distraction, but it also is a necessary foundation. So it's like, yes, it's a distraction to not feel all that they need to feel because they'll be overwhelmed otherwise. But it is also a distraction, right? And then we have the Sun with the King of Wands. So your person really does want this new beginning with you, okay? This indicates happiness. I do still feel like they want things their own way, but what they want with you is this beautiful outcome. Okay, so the potential outcome is positive, all right? They may come forward and say they want to work with you on some things. They want to work some stuff out. All right, but they're still a little bit held back. So if you do get communication from them, understand that they're going to be a little held back. They may come forward in such a way that they're kind of wanting things their own way, but under the surface, they would like for things to be happy. They want to be in harmony with you. There's just, what they're showing me is this inkling of fear, this inkling of distraction that's keeping them from their forward movement and communicating with you properly. But do know that there's healing happening behind the scenes. The Wheel of Fortune's changing. This devil energy, they're having to work through it, okay? They're of two minds. Not about you. They want victory. We've got victory in the soul. We've got strength in the soul. We've got overcoming all the negatives and stepping into being the sage. So all's well in the soul. 3D is getting, you're working things out, okay? So it's an ebb and a flow of the communication. If you're not getting communication from them, understand that they do want to move forward. But if you don't get communication in this time frame, so this is from till the next time that I do one of these updates, know that it's just for your benefit. They are doing their best to harmonize. There's fear here, okay? And there's some excuses, but I feel like Spirit's going to push them past the excuses, okay? So that's what I have for you for the look at the soulmate cycle, how your runners think and feeling, what they're gonna do potentially for this segment. Tune in for the next one. I'm gonna do my best to at least weekly or a few times a week tune into the soulmate cycle just so that we can see where we're at, okay? So love you guys. Talk to you soon. And if you'd like to enter the contest, remember it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber. If you're not already, subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video. And then in the comment section below, write, I am Zen AF. I am Zen AF. That lets me know that you'd like to enter the contest, have a little bit of fun there. And on the first of the month, I will do that drawing on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha.